Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the Schutzwagen E100. It's the Tier 10 German SPG. It's located on the north spawn of Serene Coast, and this one is under the command of Mike1963_1. And he's just platooned with someone. In fact, it's a Leopard 1 and a Lion. Game on. Well, 21 centimeter howitzer capable of doing 900 alpha, penetrating 53 millimeters of armor with 11.4 meters burst radius. The standard reload is 37.39 seconds, but you can see that Mike's managed to reduce that to 29.72, so quite a substantial reduction of at least 7 seconds. Okay, he's into position and he's ready to go. Now, it's based on the E100, but of course, as we know, that Arty didn't actually exist because, of course, it's a figment of Wargaming's imagination. As far as we know, they weren't going to build an Arty based on the E100's hull. He fires his first round in. Oh, nice! He splashed the 50M. E stands for Entwicklung. It's, of course, the series of tanks which were actually designed to be cheaper and easier to make rather than to be better. Well, some of them were better anyway, but it was actually to make them more standardized, so they'd use the same materials, same parts for all of the tanks, which would make them much easier to build. Okay, second round ready. He fires it in at the Cranbourne. Direct hit. 396, good shot. Stunned the M48 Pat at the same time. Now, there is 2 Arty on both teams. On Mike's team, he's got an Object 261 as his partner. On the enemy team, they've got a Batchat 155-58 and an Object 261. Okay, he's following the E50 because he is basically now one shot. And if he does get this kill, then that takes the gun out of the game. Rounds out. Oh, it tracked him. Didn't kill him, but it tracked him. Took a few hit points off him. Now, the guys up here, he could do substantial damage to them. And that M48 pattern seems to be the one that's leading the group at the moment. I think the others were probably waiting for their reloads to go through. But they've come up now. Now, rounds out in the M48. He pulls back. Oh, wipeout! 295 hit points, but Mike got him. That's his first kill. Was a good shot, actually, because the guy hesitated for a brief second, and when he came back, the shell went straight to his engine base, so that actually worked very nicely. Okay, the Wizzy 111.5A has now taken the lead. I think the Cranbourne might be in reload. You know, the Cranbourne doesn't have very long reload time. And he actually does hit the Wizzy 111 Model 5A. And he stunned him. Okay, he's marked that as his next target. The enemy E100 is moving forward. And I don't think he's worried about Arty shells. Well, the 5A should be worried because he's a one-shot now. And he's using the E100 for cover. And in fact, actually stopping that guy from retreating. But he's going to go down. Oh! Well, he did go down. And he went down to the Object 261. And Mike managed to get his round into the E100. So it still worked out okay. He missed out on getting another kill, but he did get damage off the E100. He got 365, and he got stun assist after. Things are going fairly well. We're 2 down on the enemy, but the enemy is getting absolutely hammered by Arty. Rounds out. Another direct hit. The E100 is now one shot, and he's taken out by our chieftain. Unfortunately, we just lost the Sheridan to their 13105. I'm not sure we can get around in there, but okay, the problem is now that we've only got the AMX-50B and the chieftain to defend us against the enemy tanks on the west side of the map. Now, one of our platoon mates, the Leopard, just got a hit on that Object 780. And we just managed to track him. He burned his repair kit, but he goes down immediately afterwards to the Leopard, so that's good. So we're now back at 8-8 as the score. Now we can take out that Cranvarn with a splash kill, or if we can get a direct hit on his engine bay, he'll be out the game. I think Mike wants to try and get a shot directly on him, but the 261 is just too quick, and he gets the kill shot instead. So we're now looking around for another target, and we found one. It's the Leopard 1. He's trying to flank our guys. Now, can we get a shot on him? We're loaded. We're just finding it difficult to get a solution that will actually work. And instead, we're spotted a Leopard that's retreating right down at the other end of the map. The only problem with this guy is it's a long flight time for the shell. So he fires in ahead, thinking that the Leopard's going down that particular road. Not sure if he got that. No, I don't think he... Oh, he must have stunned him, because he got some stun on him, but not a lot. Unless the Object 261 fired as well. We're now 3 tanks up on the enemy, so they've only got the 2 Leopards and 2 Arty left in their team. So they've taken an absolute hammering, and most of that's been down to the Object 261 and of course Mike in his GW E100. Well, we lost the Chieftain, but our Leopard, who's our platoon mate, is moving in for the kill, and he's much more healthy than the enemy Leopard. He takes a big hit, but let's see if we can help him out by putting a round in there. Unfortunately, we can't. But the Leopard's moving to the pass. Rounds out. Oh, lovely kill there. That means now it's 4 versus 3. Each team has 2 Arty. But I think we've got the better position on them. They've only got 1 Leopard left. You know he's down the other end of the map. Our 60 TP is hunting behind their cap area. I guess he's looking for the Arty. Now, Mike is actually... he's actually gone silent for a moment. He's actually just stopped where he is. He's loaded. And the first enemy comes into sight, the Batchat 155-58. He's making a run for the west side of the map, which was the correct move, by the way. You need to get away from the cap area if you've got enemy tanks on the way in. He fires a snapshot in, but he didn't look to see what actually happened to it, so we don't know if that shell did any damage. That's normally a no-no. I say don't ignore what your shell does. If you fire it in and you don't look, you might have actually hit the enemy and he might be on his last legs. Well, we can see the Object 261's moved further down the map, and the 60 TP just took out the enemy Leopard, which means now this Batchat 155-58 who's coming in from the west side of the map, he's one of only 2 Arty left on the enemy team, and I think that Mike has got a shotgun on his mind. I think he wants a bit of anti-Arty work, and what he's doing is he's going to go hunting the Arty face to face. Well, he's found the enemy Object 261. You can see the guy moving up. Oh, well, he hit him. 405, which is a big hit. The only problem is that there's also that Batchat. We don't know where he is. So Mike's just fired his gun, and oh my gun, the Batchat's behind him. And he's got a 3-shot autoloader with a 155, and well, unfortunately Mike does take a hit. Now's the time I think you need to back up and back into that guy and do a ram. That's it, he does it, and it works! It worked! He backed up into him and ram killed him with a reverse shot. The other guy couldn't stop himself in time, and he got taken out. Unfortunately, Mike got taken out by the 261. That was an impressive ram kill. Sometimes you just need to brake check the enemy. They're chasing after you, and especially if they're light tanks. And there goes the 261, taken out by our 261, and that wins the game. Well, that was a very exciting end to that battle, where Mike actually managed to get a brake check on that enemy Batchat and put him in the garage with one quick stop and a reverse. Sometimes it's just so sweet, especially when you do that to a light tank, but doing it to an Arty is okay as well. He got an ace tanker out of that game, as well as another medal, which is fairly rare actually, a rock solid. And to get that, you have to survive a ramming that destroys an enemy vehicle. So you can only really do that in arties which are based on heavy tanks, because if you do it on a medium tank and you try to brake check somebody, yeah, sometimes it comes off that both parties die. Anyway, he actually also got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 8 in that one, and he got a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. His win rate in that game, 4,639, which is Super Unicum standard and a bit more. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, he did actually get the highest damage on his team, but not the highest damage overall. The Object 780 on the enemy team picked up 4,661 hit points of damage, but as this was tier 10 and he didn't get 20% of the enemy hit pool, he didn't get a high caliber. Neither did the Cranvarn, who got 4,146 hit points. And in third place, we've got Mike1963_1 in his GWE100, who got 3,809. When it came to kills, it was actually the Object 261 who did very well. He got the last kill of the game as well. Took out his opposite number. He got 4 kills in that game. 3 kills in second place goes to Mike, and also to the Leopard 1 on the enemy team. And in third place, we got the AMX50P on his own team with a 60 TP, and 3 members of the enemy team, their Object 780, the Cranvarn, and the AMX13105. When it came to base XP, it's the Chieftain who did the best in this one. 980 went to him, 953 went to Mike, and 880 went to the Object 261. Mike fired 12 rounds, so he still had a few rounds left at the end of the game. 6 direct hits on the enemy, no penetrations, but he got 14 splash. Damage of 3,809 hit points, of which 3,628 were at more than 300 meters. The difference was the ram kill on the bat chat, which was absolutely hilarious. Yeah, he just backed up into the guy, brake checked him, and yep, unfortunately, that was the end of the bat chat. Don't try to follow an enemy tank too closely unless you are reasonably happy that you can ram the guy and take him out. 2 hits received. Both were splash. I'm afraid, yeah, both came from the Arties, the enemy Arties. The Batchat tried to splash him because, of course, he had 3 shells in his mag. And then, of course, the Object 261 got the kill shot that finished him off in the end. 9 enemy vehicles were damaged, 3 were killed, and 2,102 hit points of stun assist off 12 stuns. And he got an ace tanker out of that, and he got the Confederate out of that. Now, he earned a profit on this game. On a premium count, he earned 39,345 credits. He also got 7 bombs because it was tier 10. And he took away 5,719 experience points as well. But I suppose the best thing about that battle really was the ram kill right at the end. It's kind of satisfying, isn't it? Yeah, brake check the guy, let him run into the back of you and see how he likes ramming a heavy tank. Of course, the Batchat 155-58 isn't made from a heavy tank. It's made from parts of a medium, and therefore, obviously, it did not come off well. When you ram a heavy tank with a medium tank, usually you come off worse. So, if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.